2, 1, action.
Hey, we're out here at the Modern Buggy Open House. Scott Rohde with Field and Sport Report, and we're visiting today with Dexter Axles and
Rich Rader. Rich
was kind enough to come out here. He's going to give you the skinny. He's 6'5". It's making me look really small here.
I don't have a lot that's skinny.
He's going to give you the skinny on these bullet points here. But let's start out. Why would somebody want torsion axles over something else?
The biggest feature of a torsion axle is the fact that it's an independent suspension. So when you hit a rut on one side, the other side stays stable. It also serves as a strengthening of the frame, because because unlike a torsion axle or a spring axle that's bolted to a spring and an equalizer, this is bolted straight to the frame, reinforces the frame overall, and gives it added strength.
And you know, a lot of people in the audience have heard of torsion axles, okay? But they're not all created the same. We've gone with Dexter for a few reasons. One of the reasons is you guys have been making them for how long?
We've been making torsion axles for over 40 years. It's the standard. It's a long time. We figured it out.
Right.
We make the axles. We make all the brakes ourselves here in Albion, Indiana.
Sure.
We machine all the hubs. All our castings for the hubs are made in the United States. Our rubber is sourced in the United States. So we have the highest domestic content of any other axle manufacturer out there.
You guys got it pretty well figured out. Very low incident rate. Really don't have any problems with these.
10-year warranty, and we have very, very few claims.
What's cool is, and this will go on the website too, we'll put this PDF on there, but I mean, less wear and tear. The big thing is when you're going down the road, and you were telling me in the green room actually, that livestock and horse trailers use these.
Well, horse trailers, it's the standard on horse trailers, because if you're taking your horse to a show, it's important you keep them calm on the way there. The ride on a torsion axle is superior to any other type of suspension. Very smooth, keeps the horses calm, and that's why we're the leader in torsion axles.
The horses, livestock, I mean, a lot of horses cost more than these trailers.
That's right.
So you don't want them to go flying around and people are really attached to them. And the fact that you guys really just make axles and brakes, you know what I mean, as far as a company, some of these companies making torsion axles make everything from mattresses to windows, right?
Dexter's been making axles for over 60 years. It's what we do, it's what we sell. I mean, that's our engineering. Everything is all related to axles.
You guys stand behind them for how long?
10-year warranty.
That's long. It's like twice as long as the average person owns a trailer to begin with,
Absolutely,
right?
It is.
All right, so if you're out there shopping, demand and look for Dexter Axles. There's a couple ways to do that. Before we crawl underneath here, show us what you got here.
So this is a sample of how a torsion axle works. The rubber's frozen, and then we wrap it around the inner bar, stick it in the tube. When the rubber thaws, it serves as a suspension. This will never come out. It'll be in there for the life of the axle.
They have to add grease to that?
No grease.
That was set up. All right. So also, we're out here. You're going to look for Dexter torsion axles. In this case, we put a sticker on it.
Yeah, we supply stickers to customers that use our axles. That way, someone can walk up. They don't have to necessarily crawl underneath the trailer. They can take a look, and you know you have a Dexter axle.
But I've seen customers crawl around. If they have to crawl around, and they want to look underneath, there's two ways to identify it, right? And it's going to be hard for Wally, our cameraman. But if he looks, there's a sticker, if you can see right here, and it's numbered, right?
It is. Every axle has a individual serial number. If the label should ever come off, every axle has a engraved serial number on the back center of the axle. That's if you ever have a warranty issue or you need to get replacement parts in the future, you could pull up that number. We have over 350 distributors in the United States and Canada, by far the largest distributor network of any axle manufacturer. Parts are available. Odds are parts are within 50 miles of wherever you're at in the country.
And they can go to dexteraxle.com.
Absolutely.
We also have a phone number in this brochure too.
There is.
Okay. And last but not least, there's Overland people out here, and that was the cool thing about the sticker and saying that it's engraved, because I'm sitting there watching this going, that sticker's going to get worn off, okay?
Right.
Well, there's a way to check that out. A lot of these folks want a little extra ground clearance. Now, Modern Buggy's already got the most in the industry at 14, at least on conventional trailer lots, right, with what we're doing. How can we get a little more ground clearance?
So we sell a lift kit gives you a 2.63 extra inches in height if you want to add that. Again, we have 350 distributors throughout the country. You can odds are you can find someone that has it on the shelf and jack up your unit pretty.
And we were
easy.
looking, it was on your phone, right? You
Right.
pull out your phone real quick because we'll show you the part number. But basically what that would do is raise it up almost 3 inches. So you almost have 17 inches of ground clearance, which is great because most of your stuff, if you can get a good look on that, Wally, there's the actual part number. And that's off a retail site.
Yep, that's off E-Trailer. Like I said, they're one of our distributors. It's part number K71723-01. And like I said, it'll give you a 2.63 inch lift on your number 9 axles.
And if they can't do it themselves, it's probably a half an hour to an hour labor at good service.
It's really each kit comes with an instruction sheet.
Sure.
that tells you where to place the jacks, how to install it, how to take off that axle and add it. It's really pretty simple. But any of our, if you go to our website,
Sure.
you can find distributors as well as authorized service centers that could also install it for you.
Dexter's the best. I'm not going to mention any names. I know some other companies that don't build axles have had issues where they put in the wrong rubber, it cracks the fiberglass, and they couldn't figure out what it was and things like that. Dexter is well above the curve on all that. And if we did the axle riser, then that would just give a little more ground clearance.
Right.
And if somebody wanted a bigger tire, as long as the bolt matches, they could do that.
Absolutely.
So for you overland people, for you people that just want more clearance and a ride, there you go. Dexter's thought of it all, I think.
You know, like I said, we've been doing it a long time, and we're going to continue to do it for a lot longer. So.
Hey, and I'm sorry I'm holding the microphone, but this is what we had to do. Thanks for coming out, man.
Hey, glad to
That
be
was
here.
on short
Anytime.
notice. Welcome to the Modern Buggy Open House. Come on out if you got time. Thanks.